Hey folks, welcome back. Welcome back. Today, I want to talk about something, a piece of gear that is super common across the spectrum. I see hikers, backpackers, uh, outdoorsmen that hunt and fish and bird watch and camping and the survival community and just the entire gauntlet um, of community subjects and topics that we all watch the videos on YouTube, um, and I've noticed that there's a piece of gear that I see consistent on every single one, but I'm not sure if I've seen any videos or reviews. I'm sure there could be some out there, but I'm not 100% certain. I didn't actually go looking. I just realized the other day I had ordered a new piece of gear. As I do, this specific piece of gear, I order it, once every other year. I usually get, two at a time because they don't last forever. And the subject I want to talk about today is sunglasses. Sunglasses are one of those topics that you never hear about. So if you watched, or if you were on Facebook and you saw a post from a couple of days ago, I did talk about that I was going to do a video. I put up a post, not specifically what I was going to do. Wanted to see if people could guess it. And as of the last time I checked, which was about an hour ago, no one had guessed it. Again, one of those topics that applies to all of us, but no one ever really talks about it. So I figured I would sit down and give you a little video. Now, if you've been watching my videos, I don't believe that I have pushed or specifically said that this piece of gear, this brand name, I give them all a fair chance. But this piece of gear, sunglasses, I gotta say, I found a company 15 years ago, and I have stuck with them. They're a great company. I just recently researched it. I found out they're out of Colorado. I don't know if they're 100% American made. So as far as the details of the company, I'm not 100% sure. But again, I really like their sunglasses, and I'll tell you how I found them. This pair here is not their brand. This was a generic copy of what I had found. I was in a Harley Davidson dealership 15 years ago, just out for a nice ride. I pulled in just to take a little break and, browsed around the store, seeing what they had. And I saw a pair of sunglasses that were very similar to this. They had the more contoured wraparound type, fit that didn't hook behind my ears. It just kind of slid right on, which makes them easy on, easy off. They fit fairly tight. There wasn't a lot of wiggle on them. I like the fit. And if you look closely, there's padding along the inside of the rim. And these glasses that I found at this Harley dealership, they had that. And I had seen that before, but I had never had a pair. And I thought, what the heck? We'll try them out. They were inexpensive enough. I think they were about $20. In fact, I know they were $20. And we'll get to that. So I bought them, and the sunglasses that I was wearing at the time, I stuck in the side cover. I was on a cruiser, not a lot of storage space. For those of you that ride and know, I didn't have a bag or anything like that. I just had some side covers. I stuck them in there and I put on the new ones, and I noticed that the air didn't get behind them, probably because of this padding. So they didn't want to try to blow off my face. They were real secure. I didn't feel any fatigue from them smashing against my face from the wind. And I thought, man, this is a good score, $20. I like these glasses. I had them for years. In fact, they were ANSI certified, so I could wear them at work, because a lot of job sites I'm on require shatterproof lenses, ANSI certified. If you wear sunglasses or safety glasses for work, you'll know what ANSI means. But it's basically a safety standard that safety glasses have to meet in order to be approved for use on construction sites or any place where you're protecting your eyes. Eye protection. The lingo in the survival community is eye pro, and it basically it just means eye protection. When you're at the firing range, you don't want any projectiles, brass coming out or anything, to get in your eye or hit you in the face. And, having that, that eye pro that's, shatterproof. And, these not as good a fit as the brand name that I'm about to tell you. But they're similar. I don't have a pair of those anymore. I think I went through 4 or 5 pairs over a 8 or 10 year period. Used them for work, used them for riding. Great glasses. I don't have a specific pair of these, anymore. I thought I did. I thought I had a pair that was cracked because they don't last forever. Let's face it. Sunglasses are one of those things that are almost disposable. And I personally do not like spending a boatload of money on something that I already know I'm either going to lose or break, or the lenses are going to get to the point where they suck to look through, because they're scratched or cloudy or whatever. So again, sunglasses are, to me, one of those disposable items. And if you work in the construction industry or outside, you'll know exactly how many pairs of sunglasses you can go through in a year's time. So I was real impressed with this pair of sunglasses that I had purchased just by chance. I stumbled across them. And before that, we've all bought, cheap gas station sunglasses because we sat on ours or we lost ours, and, we had no sunglasses. So, $8 sunglasses from a gas station are better than no sunglasses. So a lot of us take that route. We've refused to spend a lot of money on sunglasses. Now, I did not bring... I have another pair I was going to bring out, but I did not do that. I apologize. But I have a friend who has been gifting me sunglasses for over 20 years, probably close to 30 years. For a while, he was an optician. His wife, I believe, is still an optician. And, they send me discontinued frames or, with sunglass lenses in them. And they've sent me some pretty nice ones, some Armani, Oakley, Ralph Lauren. I'm not sure what brand these are, but I'm sure there's something that's other than just like gas station, sunglasses. I don't see a brand name on here, but they would probably know exactly what these were. But he sent me these a few years ago. They are sunglasses, but they have bifocals in them. When I'm driving and I have to, which I shouldn't do, look at my phone or look at the navigation system or, read the instrument panel on the dashboard. For me, having the bifocals, because I wear reading glasses. Now, the upper section is completely clear. My distance vision is fine. It's just up close. As I age, it gets worse and worse. And now I'm using readers like so many other people. So he made me these. But he has made me several pairs over the years and gifted them to me. And it's great. I appreciate it 100%. But again, let's get back to the pair of sunglasses that I stumbled across. And they are made by a company called Max Eyewear. Here's the spelling. If you just Google it, you can go right to their website. I've been ordering directly from their website for probably 12 or 13 years now. I only bought that one pair at a store. They were $20. I liked them so much that when I broke them, which happens to every pair of glasses I own, I wanted another pair just like them. So I looked on the side, I read the brand name, and I went to the website, and I was like, oh, they have a website. Great. Oh, and I can order directly from them. Oh, and they're only $20. I have yet to see a pair of sunglasses on their website that cost more than $30. Most of the glasses are $20, $25, or $30. That's usually, it's $20 to $30 is the bracket for Max Eyewear. Now, I'm not sponsored by Max Eyewear. My channel's not monetized. I'm getting nothing out of this. This is me sharing with you my experience on sunglasses, and I have multiple pairs of Max Eyewear sunglasses right now because I just ordered 2 new pair, and they ship them to you in just a plain little box. They come with a carry case, just a soft case that's the material that's a cleaning cloth. So it's kind of dual purpose. There's nothing fancy, no frills. What do we normally do with this? I kept this. I've had these for a couple of days now, until I could get time to make the video. But what do we normally do with packaging? And I've seen products come in super fancy packaging that looks so lovely, and it thinks, how much of the cost of this item did I pay for this packaging that I'm going to throw in the garbage? Because that's where we normally put it. We normally don't save, the packaging that our stuff comes in. I'm sure some do, but I don't. It starts to become a lot, and it's clutter. And back to the Max Eyewear. I can't say enough about this company. They send you a sticker. It's a little card that tells you, it's got the web address, and it tells you about the company. And they usually send a sticker. You can put it on whatever you want. I put mine on the inside of my cap of my truck. I'm not a big fan of stickers on the outside, or stickers that are visible. So I normally just put them on the inside of the cap. So when you open up my truck and look in the inside of the cap in the bed area, there's stickers up in there, and that's just where I stick them. So this is the current pair that I'm working with, which you've probably seen these in several of my videos. I wear these a lot. Just a week and a half ago, I was putting them on, and they got caught on something, or I wasn't paying attention, and I cracked them. So I put a little piece of tape on them, so I could continue to use them instead of going back to the gas station, or one of the cheap pairs I have laying around, as backup. So these are correct. I've had these probably 5 years. They've been through, and they're not as clear as they used to be. These were high definition lenses. The company, Max Eyewear, they offer several different types of lenses, including high definition and polarized. So, you just have to look on their website. It's pretty easy to use. You can order whether you prefer polarized sunglasses or high definition, or the ANSI, shatterproof. They have all those, and their website has it broken down kind of like per activity, like hiking or shooting, or different activities that you would wear sunglasses for. I don't know their website like the back of my hand, because honestly, I only go on it every couple of years to order more sunglasses, because I love these sunglasses so much. They're durable, and they're $20, $25. These are another pair that I have. These are my hiking sunglasses. That's why I have this this doohingy thingy on here. So when I'm hiking, I can just take them off. You get inside the woods, it's not as sunny. You don't quite need them. Now these also are high definition, and they are super clear, and they fit lovely. I've had these. In fact, I bought this pair and this pair at the exact same time on the same order. I'm just now going to retire these, because I ordered something, not the same pair, but I ordered something as a replacement for these. And then they're running a special right now. If you spend more than $40, you get free shipping. So, it easily enticed me to buy a second pair of glasses so I could get the free shipping. I got all these Max Eyewear cases here. These normally stay with my day pack, but I would transfer them, from the day pack to my weekend pack, or whatever pack I'm taking for backpacking or hiking. These would go with me. I don't have a specific pair for each pack. These are my hiking sunglasses. These are my work sunglasses, and I just got these two. I haven't even taken the tags off of them yet. So these are high definition. I don't know the model. Each pair has its own model as far as, what they are. I mean, they have the Max logo on them, but as far as what model, they have, 30 or 40 different, models and shapes of glasses. I like these because they're not a full frame. They're frameless underneath. They're really lightweight. Be nice if I can get them in prescription. I do not know if Max offers that, or if that's even possible. I know my wife asked me about it. and I couldn't give her an answer. I haven't researched it, but these are really nice, really lightweight. They fit good. I left the tag on specifically because it still has the price on it, and I'm gonna show it to you. 25 bucks. 25 bucks for this pair. And then I also ordered this pair, which does have the full frame. These are going to be my replacement for these. I'm not so sure about not having the full frame, the underside in construction. I would think that these would be just a little more durable than these, but we'll see. These are not HD, nor are they ANSI certified. These are just polarized. So this will be the first time I've gone with polarized lenses. They are super, super clear. I mean, I only have lights on back here in the basement where I'm at. So the other side of the basement, there's no lights on over there. And I can see clear as a bell with the sunglasses on to that side. So they are impressive. They are impressive. And, like I said before, I generally don't push any brand names. If you've noticed, I have a plethora of gear of many different manufacturers. And I'm not really partial to any one. Some things I prefer, but if I can find an acceptable substitute or an upgrade, I don't hesitate at all. But I gotta say, with the sunglasses, I don't know if I'm ever going to search out an upgrade or a substitute. As long as Max Eyewear is in business, I will continue to buy Max Eyewear sunglasses because they have not let me down at all. Again, they're super durable. This pair here is 4 or 5 years old. I'd have to search back through my order history to tell you exactly when I bought these, because and I remember buying these and the hiking glasses at the same time. I ordered, I think, 4 pair that order. I gave a pair away as a gift to a friend at work, and then the wife got a pair and I got 2 pair. So again, they're always running specials as far as free shipping, and I believe, I don't know if the price was on the polarized glasses or not, but I will take a peek. It may be there. It is. I think these were $29. These were $30 and these were $25. So for $45, right? $55, right? No, I can't even add today. 30 and 25, $55. I'm not sure where my head is, but for $55 and free shipping, I got 2 pairs of sunglasses that are high quality. One is HD, one is polarized. I have absolutely zero complaints. So if you are in the market for some shades, I know they're not as cheap as $8 gas station sunglasses, but they are a heck of a lot nicer than $8 gas station sunglasses, and they have a warranty. I'm not exactly 100% sure what it is. I know there's a button you can click on your order for a 30-day return warranty. If you don't like them or they don't fit quite right, you can send them back. You'll have to look at the details of that, the terms and conditions or whatever. But again, I've never been unhappy with a pair of Max Eyewear glasses that I've received. And I'd say in the 15 years that I've known about this company, I've probably bought 12 or 15 different pairs for various reasons, for riding motorcycles, for shooting, for hiking, for camping, for work. And I'm just totally satisfied 100%. I find nothing wrong with them. I think the price is great and you can't go wrong. So there's my one product that I will push, even though, it'd be nice if Max Eyewear would send me some free sunglasses for, throwing them some props. But I'm not here doing this video for them. They are going to benefit from it. I would hope that some of you would see this video and then, go and order yourself some Max Eyewear glasses and be just as satisfied as I've been, with their quality and, for the price that you're paying. But otherwise, I'm doing this for your benefit. If you're tossed, you don't want to spend $150 on a pair of Oakleys because you go out hiking, you could drop them in a river, they could fall off your face, you could leave them on a rock when you stopped for a break. There's a million things that could happen, and you're out $150. the way I see it, if I lose them or break them, which I have done in the past, but I've been pretty good about it, for the past few years. But if I was to lose them or break them, I'm only out $20, $25. I think this $30 pair is the most I've ever spent on a pair of Max eyewear. Normally, the ones I get are either 20 or 25. But today I decided to, splurge a little bit. And, well, not today, but a couple of days ago when I ordered these. I think it took about 4 days for me to get them. They ship just right through the U.S. mail. They don't FedEx or anything. They do have a fragile on there, but they're, just in a plain box, and that's how they came. Just, 2 pair in the box, just like this. There was some bubble wrap around the 2 pairs in the cases, to keep them from shaking around so much. I took the bubble wrap out and threw it away because I left these on the table specifically so I could, come down and do the video for you. So I hope it helps. I hope you go to Max Eyewear website and order yourself a pair of sunglasses. I can honestly tell you that you will not be dissatisfied with either the price or the quality of the sunglasses. So that's the topic that I wanted to talk about today. I dropped this video immediately after I finished a live on Facebook, which I haven't done yet because I'm making the video now. But tonight at 9 o'clock, which was previously, because now it's after 9 o'clock. It's probably 10 o'clock when I'm actually releasing this video. But we did a live. It's called Widget Wednesday with 302 Outdoors, where we get on Facebook Live just to talk about gear and hiking experiences and things like that. So we're trying to do it every Wednesday. So if you go to either my channel on Facebook, my page on Facebook, which is Gen X Outdoors and Preparedness, I can get you linked up with the Wednesday lives, or you can go to 302 Outdoors on Facebook and get to it directly from there, because my buddy Bruce, he's the one who hosts the live, and it's a good time. We talk about some gear, we get some laughs, and it's something to do on a Wednesday night instead of sit and watch television. So hopefully we'll see you then. See you next Wednesday. Let me know in the comments if you did order yourself a pair of Max eyewear and what you think of them, and we'll see you in the next one.